Hello, welcome to the Glasstire Top 5. It's the week of July 13th, 2017. I'm Rainey Knudson.
I'm Christina Rees. And we are counting down the top 5 art events in Texas this week. Here we are, in the smack in the center of summertime.
Want to start?
Yeah, man. I'll start. Let's start with... So here's kind of a new thing. This is down in Austin. It's a new-ish, quite new gallery called February, which sounds so great right now, February. The artist's name is Crawford. He's from Toronto. He's only 25 years old, so as far as I'm concerned, he's a kid. But, you know, the work is well made, I will say that. The press release says that the works address themes of targeted advertising and the feedback loop caused by modern algorithms and technologies. If you go to his website, he makes things that look like, almost like special effects or like, almost like parts of haunted houses or things like that, but he's doing it all from scratch. He also does paintings. I'm not exactly sure what's in this show. We've got one image from this show specifically. It does look really well made. It looks funny. It looks smart.
The next show is called Gone to Texas at Texas Gallery in Houston. It's up. They say it's up through July 15th, which would mean it's closing this weekend. You never know, Texas Gallery. This is one of these group shows, big shows, where they've gone into storage because they've been around since the early 70s. They just have a depth of storage from all the shows they've done over the years, and they can pull these amazing shows together. I noted to Frederica Hunter, the director, that this is more of a West Texas emphasis than like Piney Woods or Gulf Coast, and she said, yeah, this is really West Texas. And then she said, but who's from East Texas? And then we started reeling off artists from East Texas. But anyway, Rackstraw Downs, the photographer Lee Friedlander, and then a discovery for me, these tiny Trump-loyal little paintings by a guy called Rob Penner. He lives out in West Texas. I swear you cannot tell that these are paintings and not photographs. This kind of stuff is not necessarily normally my cup of tea, but for just sheer breathtaking virtuosity, you got to see these things. Apparently, Jeff Elrod didn't believe that it wasn't a photograph. You literally have to get out a loop and look at it under a loop to see that it's a painting. Truly remarkable.
Or just get up really close to it and smell it.
True. I should have used the smell test.
All right, so number 3 this week is at the DMA. It's called Visions of America, 3 Centuries of Prints from the National Gallery of Art. So these prints go all the way back to 1710 up to 2010. So we've got Winslow Homer and George Bellows and Jackson Pollock and Louise Nevelson, Kara Walker. So you think of this, well, it's a big group summer print show, but it's much more important than that. This is just the only other U.S. stop on a 4-stop international tour. It's not a summer show. It could have happened right in the middle of fall and would have been just as serious and just as important.
Yeah, these shows never disappoint.
Jenny Holzer, Andy Warhol, Robert Rauschenberg. Come on. I mean, what's not to like? It's like 150 prints by 100.
Fighting us on this. Stop fighting us.
Why are you arguing with me about how good this show is?
Number 2 is the Residency show, the Galveston Artist Residency. Leonardo Fidencio, Fifield Perez, and Pat Palermo. It's a 3-person show. All 3 of these artists are very strong. Brandon has seen the show. I haven't seen it. The Pat Palermo cartoons, and apparently he runs a little zine space in Brooklyn. They are so fantastic, clever, hilarious stuff about the Rothko Chapel. I am on the same wavelength as you, Pat. Pat, you and I, Rothko Chapel, yes. Really, really strong group of residents this time at Galveston Artist Residency. And this weekend is the Artist Talk on Saturday from 5:30 to 9. So if you haven't seen the show and you want to pop down to Galveston, this Saturday night would be a really good time to go because you can meet the artists.
So number 1 this week is also in Austin. It's YLA 22. It's the 22nd installment of this emerging Latinx artist exhibition. It's curated by somebody different every year. This year, it's Alana Coates, who's just on fire as a curator right now. She works at Ruiz Healy. She went around, picked 8 great emerging Latin artists. A lot of them are from San Antonio, not surprisingly, but she really did her homework. So
what's interesting is this is fewer artists. In the past, there have been bigger versions of this. So I think she really sort of cherry-picked a tight little show.
She spent a year researching this and doing studio visits and all of this. This is going to be good. So what are you doing this weekend?
I'm going to Mexico City. Me voy al DF a jugar con los chilangos. love Mexico City.
I know, and you're going to go back there with me probably pretty soon as well, right?
Let's go. It's fun.
Yeah.
The art is just like, and the food, of course.